you on here because we need to ask the people about this type of situation. Maybe I could be overreacting. Maybe I could be along with the rest of the wives in the United States of America and the surrounding territories.
All right, go on. Do your thing.
But do my thing. The people can't. It look like I'm talking to a tree. Because you ain't even on the viewfinder or whatever you want to call it. Scoot over here and act like you're in love for real. See, you need to stop that because that didn't even look right. That looked like something. You don't know what it looked like for real. It looked like a seizure. Well, I'm just saying. Come on, I lifted up the thing. I put my hand on the thing like I always do unintentionally.
Okay.
I don't have a gavel, y'all. I'm gonna just get this candle here. The state of Stop, Drop, and Roll On versus Mr. Pierre. Court in session. The Honorable Stop, Drop, and Roll On presiding. This case is about a dude and his razors. I'm trying to figure out, and I need to move this so y'all can see Pierre's little stank. This is how you know when folks is guilty, when they sit here and make all these faces and stuff. It's unnecessary, but those are the type of behaviors and things you do when you're guilty.
Guilty of what?
High treason. Anyway, okay. Pierre, every year, he says 10 years, you done don't make me go in there and get in your stash. We sit here, Pierre just got back from the barber shop.
Yeah, and Wally World.
A.K.A. Walmart, A.K.A. Walmart. Mm. But the first stop was the barber shop. But before he went to his standing appointment, which is on Saturdays at, what time? At noon. Pierre comes in and makes this announcement. And this is what he do when he's trying to really we have a rule in here that some of us try to abide by about big purchases. If it's a large purchase, notice the eye movement. And if I could do a phrenologic thing, which is checking the knots and bumps and stuff in your head, I could probably come up with the real truth about what's going on here. This is a freshly shorn head. That sounds like I'm talking about a sheep. But you are a lamb, one of God's little lovely situations. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Pierre comes in there and makes an announcement. And what was the announcement? I don't want to put any words in your mouth.
That I was getting a new razor. Electric razor.
Exhibit A. My question to Pierre is, the purpose of a razor is to remove unwanted hair and residue from off of you. Okay. Pierre has been having his Uncle Remus beard, his winter coat for the whole winter. Spring is sprung, and Pierre has gotten rid of the hairs off his face and gone to this goatee-ish thing. Don't profile and stuff because you're about to get busted. So don't be doing that because in a minute it might change drastically. Depending on the feedback from the people. Maybe I might be ashamed and embarrassed. Pierre, I understand that his argument is, I go to work and I work. Well, I go to work and I work too. That makes two of us, correct? Yes or no?
I realize that.
Objection, overruled. Answer the question, sir, just as it was. There was no leading of the witness. All I'm doing is asking the question. Now, you done looked at enough of these court shows to know what's getting ready to go down.
What was the question again?
Now you trying to do insanity?
I work. You work.
And that's all I ask you. We're not going any deeper than that, okay. Right? Okay, this is a question, and I'm going somewhere with this.
All right.
So we established the fact that, the word says that you don't muzzle the ox that treads out the corn. That's what the Bible says. In other words, if this ox is down in here, I'm not calling you no ox. Just like I don't want to be.
Go ahead.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, if a person is doing something that is creating and speculating and helping and making money and things of that nature, they are allowed some niceties. Hence, the ox and the corn.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm getting at is, how many raises do one person need? Now, this is Exhibit A because this is the thing that's just come in here. Phillips Norelco. He stood up there. What he ain't telling you is make this declaration right before he getting ready to go out of the house, like we used to do when we was kids. When you gonna ask your mother something when she's sleepy and all that kind of stuff. You know your mom be half sleeping. You go in there and she done already told you to stay in the house.
Objection.
I'm overruled.
Relevance.
Relevance is you came in there and caught me off guard and asking me these questions. Now don't be trying to act like I'm not following my thread, because my thread is being followed. Now, overruled. Back to the court proceedings.
Logic is flawed.
My logic ain't flawed. Don't pull no Star Trek out on me, because I know nothing about Star Trek till I got with you, and I know all the deals now. Now, see, y'all don't know. This here, try to tell you. Anywho, Pierre got a lot of raises, and I'm trying to figure out.
I only have one.
Okay, you got one in there on the counter. How many raises over the years have we gotten rid of?
What one on the counter? That's the recharger. That's the charger for the one I got in the drawer. I only have one.
But we're not doing semantics about where the razor is laying
Okay,
at.
well,
I'm just saying
like
you have. I'm
acting-
acting like.
I have a
is-
collection of electric
The
razors. I
only
only
reason
have
he
one.
don't have a collection, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is because Pierre has been getting rid of razors. I'm trying to figure out how many razors do a person go through in a lifetime. These razors we talking about are not defective razors. It's just that the draw on this one is being able to shower. What did you say?
It's a wet, dry razor. You can shower, wet, or dry.
Now, are you going to shower?
Yes, you can use this in the shower while while your face is wet. Normally, you have to wait till your face is dry.
Can you get electrocuted using this?
No, it's battery operated.
Well, why?
Normally, you have to wait for your face to dry to use an electric razor. This one here, you can shave with cream in the shower while your face is wet.
I can see this leading to some other things, because I say your logic is flawed at this point. And the reason why I'm saying that is we don't have no mirror in the shower. So you liable to come out of there with half of your goatee gone.
Well, I wouldn't use it in the shower. I could come out of the shower, right out of the shower, and use it on my face.
But
The thing is, you can shave closer with your face wet and the hair soft with this than you can waiting for it to dry. If you're waiting for your face to dry, you'll have to wait till the next
hence
day.
this statement about lift and cut action. Did you read this box before you came in here?
Well,
Before the trial started?
that's old. They had lift and cut for a long time.
Well, I don't know, because I'm not buying these things.
The thing
on
about
regular,
it
that's
is,
you.
my
Okay.
last razor is about 8 or 9 years old. Okay, it came out with that James Bond movie,
And
You know,
that's what
and
sparked him needing to get that.
Okay.
We seen the James Bond movie, and Pierce Brosnan or whatever pull that, nod your head real hard and big so the people can see you doing it.
Well, it was
He
a good
said-
razor at the time.
He seen the man use the razor, and then, oh man, did you see that? To me, it all just looked like an electric buzzing machine.
No, but
I don't-
it's a good razor. I'm not saying the razor there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that particular razor, you have to have, your face has to be dry. This one here, you don't.
Okay.
They were both top of the line razors. That one was top of the line when I bought it. This is top of the line when I got it. This one here.
And this is what we always go through. This is what I mean by city versus country. Up in here all the time. Pierre got to have the top of the line of popcorn, top of the line of pimento spread. What else do you do the top of the line of? Pretty much everything.
Guys, help me out here. Our stuff costs. We don't spend money very often, but when we do, it does cost a little
Pierre.
bit. Okay? It's not a big deal. All right? It's a razor.
Now you're trying to act. This is the.
No,
This is the victim. Where he trying to make like, oh, poor lost sheep. And
No, I ain't saying
every
no.
time
no,
I try
I'm
to
not
get
saying,
something, I'm abused, and I have to go up on
I
the
ain't saying
stand,
no such thing.
and I have to prove myself worthy of getting a new razor. No, that's not what you're doing.
No.
Obviously, it's not because it done showed up in my house.
Leading the witness. Don't get on with your testimony.
I'm done with it. It wasn't no. Don't say my name on here.
Whatever. Stop, drop, and roll on.
Mm-hmm. Don't hit the table again either, because you're gonna get exposed from the court. Ain't that what they call it? Expulsion.
No, you're in contempt then.
Contempt, that sounds even more fancier, which means you could probably be picked up at the scruff of the back of your pants and thrown out. You're going to be in contempt.
Okay.
Obviously, it's a moot point. Don't laugh, because that's also rudeness in the court.
Okay.
Obviously, the thing done showed up in the house, so already the proceedings are backwards. He done already won, because this came back when he came back. And then he come in here talking about he looked like somebody famous. I'm not going to say his name.
I get asked that a lot. I don't see it, but I get asked that a lot.
Go ahead on and say it.
I'm not going to say that.
Okay. People ask him, and I know he ain't storing because it happened to us when we went to a car dealership one day. And I was wondering why that man was being so nice. We drove up, and then he come flying out. It was cold and wet that day. Come flying out, circling the car like a vulture and buzzing around some nasty meat. And then after Pierre went in there, what did the man say to you? Don't say the name. Over there, off the highway.
Asked me if I was a minister.
That's as far as we going with that. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, that's what all that activity was about. But I told him I didn't think he looked like him because his wallet wasn't big.
Well,
I'm gonna
thanks.
Well, I'm talking about in compare. That wasn't no slur. See, this is what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all, enough of us and our antics. I wanted somebody to try to help me to explain about this. Each one of them that comes in here looks a little bit more Martian-ish than the last one. This one have all kind of, I don't know what this is. This look like, I don't know what that is.
They're floating heads. This here moves to the contour of your face.
I see all this angles and degrees and stuff wrote on here, but I think this is, like you say, this is clearly some men work. Mm-hmm. And it's marketing in it at its finest because they got all the stuff on here.
You can get in 8 different positions all over your face. So it hugs your face. No matter where it goes, it's hugging your face.
I can hug your face too.
But you can't shake it.
If I put one of these big razors, okay,
let you be talking to you. Still be using the razor strap.
Do you know what? That is economical, and I think it would work. Anyway, y'all, Pierre, why are you sitting here laughing like
21st
that?
century.
We talking about the whole idea is to get a close shave.
Okay, but we can do it with that.
Anyway, y'all.
And it's got a deal that...
I'm trying to end the video and you keep trying to go... Did they offer you a contract for sales?
It's self-cleaning.
Is this somebody that's going to come in here and get them little tiny hairs up too?
No, you just...
Is it a person in this box that's going to pop out?
No, you just put it in this thing and it cleans it.
I'm talking about the ones that's falling out on the cabinet.
There ain't going to be nothing falling out of the cabinet.
Now, you know I'm going to watch that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Because see that right there? Look like pepper flakes in there. Anyway, y'all. Our video is done. Pierre is wanting help from the men. I'm just asking about... Personally, I'm just asking about this beard this razor stuff. I think this is just something else. But anyway, for a razor to be what this thing costs and all this stuff, this is just excessive. But y'all, I'm going to hush right now.